Hello! We are live!
Perfect.
Hello.
I don't know, let's all be Russian.
Okay. We are Russian
Yeah.
now.
Yes, we will be no longer are we all female podcast. We are all comrade podcast.
You
Okay.
got it.
Let's get this rolling because this is going to be a long-ass episode.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
like long asses.
Hello, and welcome
Okay.
to the fourth episode of Mistresses of Mayhem. Cool. Yeah, great.
Awesome.
So I'm joined by my co-hosts, Melody.
Of course, you pick me first when I'm eating a bite of pizza.
I'm sorry!
Hi,
I'm
I'm
with
Sam.
Darcy, too.
Oh, no. Can I go now?
Shit, what is happening? I couldn't hear anybody. Okay, yes, continue introducing yourselves.
Hi, I'm Sam's uncomfortably long and skinny legs in the trick-or-treat scare zone. Mel's.
Okay. Connie, you're cutting out a lot.
I can't even.
I've just been laughing.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Okay.
I think I said Darcy. Did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm Darcy. Hi.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Connie.
Connie. I
Yeah.
live alone inside of a cat's front ball.
And for the first time ever, we are joined by Horror Nights artist in resident, Shelby.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
We're like super excited to have you and stuff.
Me
too.
Shelby is like, I don't know, she's one of those people in the Horror Nights community that I don't think anybody dislikes except for that one guy.
That one guy, yeah.
That one guy who did the art thing. But literally everybody loves Shelby, so I'm very excited to have her here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shelby is the true icon of Horror Nights 27.
That's true.
You're right.
Honestly.
Confirmed by Chris Ripley himself. It's
All right, so now that we're all here and we're all terribly, terribly introduced because I'm dumb and can't hear anything, let's get into all of the announcements that have happened since our last podcast, starting with Saw.
Oh, I saw that coming, so.
Yeah, for real. So Saw,
That's all I have.
according to our lovely announcement, is going to be a sort of, there's going to be elements of the new movie coming out in October, I believe. But there's also
Uno track from New Movie-O.
Yes, and there will be traps from kind of the greatest hits of Saw.
Boy, I sure would love to see that Scales trap with the fat guy and the thin woman when she's cutting off her hand. Boy, that would be cool to see come back.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys got any thoughts on Saw? I personally have not seen them. It's not my type of horror. I'm not a big gore person, but I know people are, and I know some of you are. So what you thinking?
I haven't seen him either.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, I have seen all of them. And
Yeah.
I like all of them. The plot is terrible, but everything else is highly entertaining. After the third one, it delves completely into so bad it's good.
Okay, well, I'll skip to those then.
so wait,
Well, like the first one is actually good. The
So
second
dang.
one tries to be actually good, but isn't. The third one and onwards is like it's just like they gave up. There's some of the most ridiculous scene transitions and editing I've ever seen in like mainstream movies. But besides that, I don't know, like, you know, in the words of Jack the Clown, Horror Nights has gone soft. He right, last year was really weak in terms of gore and violence and horrifying things that make you want to puke, and I want some of that this year, and we're definitely going to get a lot of that this year.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Will I have to cut my own hands off? That's what I want to know.
Yes, you will have to cut your own hands
That's
off to
the
enter.
upcharge experience, Connie. You pay $50 and they give you a rusty knife.
Oh, dang.
So you pay
Can I bring my
$50
own
and
knife?
you
Only
you
pay like
play a little
$25?
to be honest, it's not going to be any different than what Repository put you through. So
True.
Oh yeah, we
I-
still don't know about Repository.
it's not happening.
It's not
Okay.
happening.
That's fair. Okay. So,
Cancelled.
Didn't make enough money last year, so they're just not doing it.
okay.
Oh, dang.
Makes
Baloney
sense,
to the
though.
heart.
to be fair, I saw a lot of people who either did not know what was happening or did not enjoy it. I know a lot of people who did, but I think the majority were like, it was just okay, especially because other haunts are doing so much in terms of like VR and all that kind of thing.
I
So,
just don't know what other people expected. I got exactly what I expected to get.
Same. I actually enjoyed it for one.
I absolutely loved every second of it. I thought it was amazing.
Here,
Didn't get to go, and now I never will.
I'm gonna be the negative on this one. I did not like the VR at all. I thought the VR.
I
was-
didn't either. That was the only part I didn't like of it.
Yeah.
Everything else was great. And I would have paid $50 just for that one time running through it where someone pet my hair for 3 minutes straight.
As a professional game master and escape room enthusiast, the escape room element was super weak. That's the only part that turned me off because I'm like, wow, one puzzle that's not even really a puzzle, more of a guessing game.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
they also made it for like the general Horror Nights audience, which is mostly drunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
most
true.
people going into repository weren't though.
I was.
Well, of course you were. But
done.
yeah, I don't know. I loved Repository. It was literally the best like live actor interaction I've ever experienced in anything I've ever done.
Yeah.
And sorry, Kelly, Exorcist was amazing, but it was not as good as the Repository. I know, I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a not quite guest, but sort of guest character, and then she's sitting next to me and laughing at everything we say.
okay.
Great.
It's good to know
Yeah,
someone's
it was-
listening.
It was, yeah, it's our first listener.
Actually, our thing says we have one viewer, so somebody out there is in the ether listening.
Exciting.
All right, well,
I
moving
don't
on.
know
We've already
where
got
it
Probably
is.
clicked on us on accident.
Can I like share this for people so I can get more people to listen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
All right, so moving on. We also have Blumhouse on our list. It's not Bloomhouse, it's Blumhouse.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is actually, of the IPs, this one has the most potential to be interesting to me. Like, I mean, I love American Horror Story, and I know I'm gonna like love seeing that.
Mhm.
Tread lightly with what you say about American Horror Story, considering the company you currently keep.
Girl, I just praised it. But
I
Blumhouse,
made gentle, but Kelly is a savage bitch.
okay,
She just said, "I will literally destroy you."
okay.
Oh
And
boy.
this is the original Supreme right now.
What I was trying to say about Blumhouse, though, is that this one holds like kind of the wild card element for me because I'm not really sure what exactly they're gonna do with it. Like, I know what a Purge house kind of looks like, and I know kind of what an Insidious house looks like, but Sinister
Yeah.
is gonna be lit.
They had their
What I'm
fitting last
hoping.
night.
So excited for Sinister.
God.
I have
What
so
I'm
many
hoping.
feelings on that movie.
You're really excited for Sinister? Oh, honey, honey.
I have a lot of
Nervous laughter
feelings
is
about
right.
that
We'll talk
movie.
about this when we're off air.
I feel like I'm the negative Nancy and everything. I thought Sinister was terrible.
I like Sinister and I like Insidious, but Blumhouse is my least anticipated of this year.
It's gonna have Purge, but it's probably gonna be
Makes
the
sense.
first Purge movie,
Yeah,
I'm really excited
which
for
is the
Insidious.
lesser of the three.
I mean, knowing what we know, Purge is just gonna be whatever it is.
Like it
It's going to
wasn't.
be obviously something that was not Purge, and then you throw Purge characters into it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's accurate.
Horror
to the
Nights
movies.
putting Purge into a house as a replacement, it's more likely than you'd think.
I mean, we'll get to it later, but I think it definitely works better as a scare zone. Absolutely, hands down. So, not super excited. I'm excited. I didn't like Sinister the movie. I was like, oh, this is like good. I don't love it as much as Darcy loves it. I think it'll make a good section of a haunted house.
I don't know who else loves it as much as Darcy. What the fuck, girl?
I know.
I've had a lot
I
of
would
good
like-
experiences with that movie. I got to see it for the first time in theaters with the director sitting 2 rows in front of me doing live commentary. So there's that.
That is pretty cool. TBH.
That is awesome.
That. Yeah, never mind. That guy directed Doctor Strange, so that makes me.
Yeah. He's really nice in person. He's probably my favorite celebrity I've met.
All right. So, any other thoughts on Blumhouse? Any?
Has
Do
anybody
we know
seen
what
like the sneak preview of like the exterior yet?
I've seen
Yes.
it.
I've seen it, yeah.
But
Thoughts?
also, like I said, fittings were last night. I know everything about Blumhouse now. I'm gonna put it this way. If you like Insidious 4, which is not out yet, you're gonna love this house.
Oh,
Oh, good. I'm excited
If you like
because I
split a
really
house
like
that's split into
Insidious
three
4.
things,
I've seen all of it, and I'm excited for it.
If you like houses that are supposed to cover three things that really just cover one and then kind of lightly touch on the other two, then you're gonna love this house.
That's
Sweet.
disappointing.
Disappointing, but frankly, I'll take it at this point.
Wow, we're
Okay.
so pathetic. We're such bitches to HHN.
We're mean to
Love
them.
I mean,
We're
You're
like,
right.
just give it to me, Daddy. I don't care if it hurts. I just want anything.
Like you're critical of your own like boyfriend or girlfriend, but you still love them, you know.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think that is why we rag on them so much. That's not why we rag on Hollywood so much, which I was about to bring up, because they're
No.
getting they are getting Happy Death Day in place of Insidious, as they are doing a solo Insidious house.
I can't. Oh.
I
But
still
I-
don't know how they're going to manage
Want that?
an Insidious 4 house without spoiling anything for
Like
the
Crimson
movie.
Peak, probably, which wasn't
Crimson Peak.
great.
Crimson Peak, they at least had a little more liberty with because it was coming out during the run. But Insidious 4 doesn't come out until January.
They also did the same thing with Wolfman. Wolfman didn't come out until February, and they had a Wolfman house.
And yeah, back in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I'm very curious about that. I know they love to do the living trailers to get all their synergy and stuff, but also sometimes they don't make the best haunted houses.
Mm-mm.
No.
We'll see. I'm going in early October, so I'll be there in a.
You have to-
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, Shelby's going to
Oh,
Hollywood.
yeah,
We're
you'll
gonna
actually-
have a Hollywood correspondent this year.
yeah, Shelby's our girl on the scene.
Yes.
All right, so that about covers Blumhouse. Not super high on my list, but interested to see how it pans out.
I have some very dear friends working over there in both ops and characters, so I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to have unlimited front of the line access. #Harmon. Other than that, it's a house.
Yep.
House?
Yep, it's a house at Howard Mornings.
It's in the same spot as one of the worst houses last year, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
Kelly literally just said, "Not Chance's house."
Wait, where's the location on Blumhouse?
Men in
Behind
Black. It's where Lucas
Okay.
Playground was last year.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be real tricky.
Yeah.
That's such like a cluster
Everything
zone.
about
That was-
the park is going to be terrible this year because
Yeah.
the entrances to all three houses right next to each other.
Yeah, that's going to be a cluster.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we finally get to talk about something I am like so beyond excited about. We're gonna talk about our original houses this year.
Oh my
Wait,
This is hands down one of the strongest years
What
for
about Ash
originals
versus
we've had
Evil
in
Dead?
years.
Oh, we forgot about Ash versus Evil Dead.
We did that one last time.
Wait,
we
we
did
did?
Ash last time. Was I just not on the last podcast?
No, we seriously did it. It's in the title and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
I guess, well, yeah,
Whoops.
okay. I don't think I'd watched the show at that point. I've now watched most of the first season.
Yeah, you
It's
hadn't,
really
so that's fine.
good.
But
I
I'm
love
still
It's really good.
yes, I do like Ash, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, originals. So we're like, this is like the strongest year for originals since maybe 21,
Agreed. 100% agree.
Yeah.
both in number and content. This is the most we've gotten in a really long time. All right, so let's get into it because I can't wait. So we're gonna start with Dead Waters, which is probably my most anticipated.
And
Oh
have the
my
real
God,
life
I am
wrestling match
so
in
What else
the
had it
middle.
spinning last night?
What?
Waters.
Okay. So from the USA Today article, which broke the original house news, true story. So I wrote some things down that are definitely going to be in the house. And this is like all common knowledge and stuff. So apparently all the floors are going to be like tilted because you're in this riverboat that's decaying. So fun tilted floors for our drunk friends.
Also, maybe squishy floors. That could
Yes, I was about to bring up the squishy
Ooh,
floor.
Can I go? Can I go through
Squishy
barefoot?
floor. I'm so excited.
Can I walk the house barefoot?
Dead Waters barefoot. Please let us.
Please
That would
don't
be
walk
so-
the house barefoot.
That would be so great.
Okay, I'll do it. They're coming off. My feet are coming right off.
I mean, if you got
You're
some
gonna take your
flip flops or
feet off?
sandals on you.
Please leave your prosthetic feet on, Connie.
No, you can't make me.
You can't
They're
walk
coming
the house
off.
on your nubs.
You don't know me.
Yes,
And the
I
aforementioned-
do.
Steamboat Facade, which is going to be lit and amazing and beautiful.
Oh,
and I'm so excited.
I'm just in general excited for this because I love everything voodoo, and also that love has grown exponentially since I went to New Orleans a few months ago.
Right, yeah. That's like, I have such a love for the voodoo aesthetic, and that's also coming from being in New Orleans for a while. I got to travel there a while ago, which is super great. And I'm really excited because also I loved Bayou of Blood, and I loved the characters and concepts they had going in that house, and it's going to be the same characters.
Now, if you like Bayou of Blood, were you around for that sacrifice show?
Nope.
I did not get to see it, no.
For the few people that got to see the sacrifice show, yeah, Mel's and I included, it was fantastic. It was gory and scary and amazing. Because that was my first year, and I remember it like vividly. But because
why are all of our first years 24?
Nope, mine was 23.
That's fair.
Mine was
25.
It was,
though I don't like to talk about
25.
it. Yeah, I don't like to talk about it being my first year, though, because it was a very shitty year. Everything was Walking Dead, and I hated that goddamn theme for years because you couldn't go 10 feet without hearing it. Like, even when you were in, like, Simpsons or something, you could still hear it echoing into the ride.
To this day, I still hear the American Horror Story theme on City Walk, where it never at any point played, ever. But there's some song that they play on City Walk that has a similar bass line, and I'll hear it and I'll have like a moment of like extreme triggering.
I still remember to this day the very last night for HHN, we were walking in from City Walk and they were playing Johnny Be Good.
Oh.
Like, no, my heart.
Marvin.
Speaking of vampires.
Hey, good segue.
Hey, that's the last one on the list. Next up, unless anyone has anything else to say about Dead Waters.
I'm excited to see. It's going to be fucking amazing, in the words of Kelly.
Yeah.
Upon rumors of a puppet inside, but
yes, maybe.
I hope
there
so.
could be a puppet. I don't know.
I had a dream that there was
Like
a
there could be
WWE
zombies
match inside the boat.
I just want it to be another like alligator, but that's just me because I have an affinity, and you guys know that.
Yep,
Mhm.
I'll take a snack.
I have a shirt that's proof.
Oh, yay!
She wears it all the
That's one of
time.
Easter.
That Shelby designed.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Shelby, do you like draw things or something?
No, never.
Okay, so Dead Waters, on the hype scale, probably number 1 for me.
Same.
Maybe. I keep looking at all these amazing originals and can't make up my mind.
Where's Dead Waters gonna be?
Oh gosh, it's where
Is that
Walking
the one
Dead
where?
was. It's where Walking Dead.
Okay. So it's gonna have a high ceiling. I'd like to be some high ceilings.
Bless.
Okay, that's gonna be good.
It's
All
gonna
right,
have
so
a
moving
lot of-
on.
A lot of air.
Moving on. Are we good?
Hey Shelby, you just gained another commission from Kelly.
Oh dang.
Okay.
Where it at?
Well, I mean, she just
So
gained
let's move
someone
on
who wants a
to-
commission from her.
Let's move on to The Fallen.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Sorry, like I said, trying to keep it rolling this today.
Hey, guess
'cause
what
there's
else?
so
You're
much
right. You're right.
Tonight.
Yeah.
We
The
can't
Fallen.
just meander around. Are you sure? We can't just like stumble over ourselves.
We have like
to
a million
just
other
keep it
episodes where we
going?
do that, so I'm sure it'll come back at some point.
All right. I guess.
Fine. Okay, The Fallen. We have to talk about this house. It is blowing my mind.
I've seen exactly 3 pictures of it, and it's already 10 out of 10 House of the Year for me.
This is the most like, this is my 90s goth kid dreams coming true. Like, because I am that bitch who loves cathedrals and like nonsense. So, as an angsty religious person, I'm very excited for this house.
Oh, I'm ready to. Like, give me those people jumping out of nowhere. Give me tall towers.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to talk about The Fallen. Again, it's not like they had a fitting yesterday or anything.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, violent spasm. I would like to see, perhaps, do you remember in Body Collectors, the room with the head body collector?
Yep.
Harold.
boy, could you imagine something like that with, like, say, some kind of priest summoning a group of demons like that, where he's up in the middle chanting? Also, boy, I would love to have, like, angels falling from the ceiling on bungee.
Well,
My God,
according,
please. honey.
according to the description, it seems like there will be some sort of like bungee or flying action. So we'll see.
There are multiple people receiving stunt pay in that house. I can put it that way.
Can I receive stunt pay in that house? I will
No.
jump off
I
the
wish.
balcony.
Shut the fuck up.
You'll
Somebody
jump
wants you to
off.
jump off.
Arms, I don't care.
Does going through it barefoot count as a stunt?
You're right.
It's definitely dangerous.
So this house is gonna be the comparably like Body Collectors or Ghost Town is probably gonna be the most like gorgeous scenically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
let me
I guess
put it
up
this way.
against it.
It's probably going to be the most beautiful house scenically that any of us have ever seen in terms of our existence with HHN.
Great.
Yeah.
According to friends of mine, like Castle Vampire was like #1 as far as like aesthetics goes, but I was never around for Castle Vampire.
Yeah.
Right.
But we'll see.
This is like gothic levels of perfection.
Oh
So,
no.
You had me
Oh, yes.
Connie, this is going to be your favorite house.
You
I can
had
already
me
tell
at
you that.
gothic.
Me too. Like I have my notes like next to me and
Mhm.
I don't remember writing this at all, but apparently when I was writing down our thing, I was like the Fallen and then I'll put my little notes to the side that I want to say. And what I wrote down was most aesthetic house ever. Shit, son.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh,
All right.
It's gonna
Any
be
other
good.
thoughts?
Can I bring home a gargoyle from the house?
I
Please.
would love to see the spine rip setup come back in some form or fashion.
Ooh, that would be nice.
See how these
Like
demons look.
maybe angel wings being ripped off. IDK, I'm just a creative mind.
Probably steal a lot of artwork coming from
I want that desperately. But also someone yanking out like a devil's tail, just like from their butt. Just, wink.
What?
You know, you got
my
the
God.
wings off, you gotta take other things off too, right? You can't just no dilly dallying around here. You gotta be straight and to the point.
Okay. With that, let's move on to Scarecrow the Reaping.
Yay! I know a couple people in this house.
Yeah.
I also would like to call it Scarecrow the Reckoning and Scarecrow Resurrection.
I wonder why they didn't
Okay.
stick with like the Dust Bowl name.
I don't know. I
Dust
like
Bowl
the
is
Dust
I don't know.
Is maybe I tried to make like a salty, dusty joke, but it didn't come out. My brain short circuited. So never
Oh,
mind.
that's fair.
Rewind.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. I guess they just assumed that everyone was going to end up calling it Scarecrow anyways. So
Yeah.
Well, I know
Yeah.
people were really
The name of the
hesitant to
house is.
do the Scarecrow thing for a while because they released like the Nathaniel Crow thing. Everyone was like, I'm not sure that's real. But I also think Scarecrow maybe sounds a little more like quote unquote threatening than Dust Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we're doing
That's
one word, catchy titles
There's
like
a literal
Hive or-
bowl full of dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, could
I
I
have
bring
that
my
in my
own
car
bowl
right
of
now.
dust?
So
Can I go outside and fill a bowl with dust and then have my own Halloween Horror Nights here right now in my house?
I feel like a bowl
True.
full of dust is like Martha Stewart's version of HHN.
it probably is.
Stand.
Okay, so we know that there will be the scarecrows are like kind of barbed wire and like gross and weird and
No,
Made
beautiful.
out of dead animals and tractor parts and all that kind of shit.
yes.
So sexy, very sexy.
That's not the word I was thinking of, but okay.
And do we
And
I
very
think we
tall. Holy shit, like 6'2" and over.
I'm ready.
Sweet.
Wow.
Everybody
Okay,
in that house
so you're
is
like-
at least 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". Some people go all the way up to 7 because they're wearing big shoes.
So
Yeah.
You're telling me
from Texas Chainsaw, basically, just all those guys again.
No, but skinny. These guys are as skinny as you can imagine.
Yeah.
so you're
Right,
telling
'cause
me
they're
that
scarecrows.
you're giving me skinny, very, very, very tall, dead animal tractor part wrapped in barbed wire, and you think that's not sexy? Is that what you're saying?
Connie,
I'm
this
gonna
is
fall in
your
love with
problem,
everyone in
not
this
the rest
house.
of ours.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that one's gonna be super exciting. I'm really excited to see our dust Bowl
Yeah.
and our cornfield.
Yay!
The cornfield of HHN. Someone
There's
make
another
that
hurricane
Twitter
on Twitter
account.
right now. I'm worried.
Darcy, I've literally already been followed by like 3 new like
Scarecrow accounts. Yep.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, I feel really bad for all of those because I accidentally started the HHN Animal War.
Oh no.
I made the duck account as a joke and it got way out of hand.
It did.
Yeah.
I like those accounts when they're run by the actors themselves, but when they're run by fans, it's a little.
Yeah, I'll be angry until the end of time that the Dumpster Mike account is not run by the actual Dumpster Mike, who is genuinely one of the funniest people I've met in my entire life.
I love him so much. We're talking about the same person, right?
Yes, yeah.
I hope so.
Name
there can only be
K.
one.
K and an F for the last name. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's in Trick or Treat this year.
Yes, he is.
Nice.
Oh, is he? Very exciting.
Yes.
Will he be
No,
in
we can't talk
Dumpster?
about Trick or Treat
He has
yet.
such a great role too. He's like, he has seriously, he is perfect for what he's about to do this year.
Yes.
But he's so funny. Like the fact that he doesn't run the Dumpster Mike Twitter account is like personally offensive, and I want to smack him across the face for not getting it started soon.
He would probably still be active on it if he did.
I know.
Oh yeah.
He's hilarious, and he always has something funny to say.
Okay.
Whatever.
Any other thoughts on Scarecrow?
I love him.
The thing with Scarecrow is that like with the Fallen and with Dead Waters, I can guess as to what I'm gonna see in there. I have no idea with Scarecrow. I feel like it's gonna be the most surprising.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I think
It's gonna be a sleeper hit. I can already tell.
Will it be the new
I'm
Lightning Bolt?
extremely excited. I love the idea of creepy scarecrows. Give me like fucked up children with corn stuff.
Yes.
There's probably not going to be deer skulls in there, and I'm sad.
Oh, but I like deer skulls.
Me too.
Oh, this is a tangent. I found a goth store in Nashville that legit sells taxidermy and animal skulls, and I have to go there and get like all my.
Go to
There's this place.
Empire.
There's this place in Ybor that has like a giraffe head on the wall, like an actual taxidermy giraffe head wearing like a monocle and a fez, and it's like
amazing.
beautiful. They also have like really, really vintage homosexual comics. Like falling apart black and white comics. Very, very NSFW. And dead animals in jars.
Yeah.
It's everything you could want.
Ideal store right there.
Yeah.
If you ever go to Spooky Empire, #plug, there's some vendors out there who sell taxidermy animals. I happened upon a pig fetus, and it's sitting right next to me.
That's cool.
Sick.
I need a taxidermy raven or crow like really bad. That would be amazing.
I'm next to a living animal. Does that count?
No.
Fair enough.
Same.
Two living animals.
Okay, moving on. Let's keep it rolling.
And we are.
I started that one too, so that's my fault.
Moving on.
So our last original house of the year that rounds out our house lineup is Hive.
The Hive.
Ugly vampires. It's in the 80s. What's gonna happen? I don't know.
I don't know, but if they're not playing a Depeche Mode song, I'm not gonna.
I mean, my Aiello told me not to worry, so I mean, it'd be good.
Thank God.
Not to worry about Depeche Mode.
No, about the house.
He just came up to you one day and he was like, hey, so I know you've been worried about the Depeche Mode, but like, don't worry about Depeche Mode. They're fine.
I'm very worried that there will not be a Depeche Mode song, and I'm gonna be very upset.
This
You're
is
gonna wind up
good
playing
point.
Styx.
Please play Personal Jesus in the house.
Oh my God.
yes. This is
Yes,
actually the house
please.
that I mean, Scarecrow, I have like a general like aesthetic idea. This is like totally uncharted territory for
Literally
me.
nothing. Yeah, I'm so excited because it is so vague.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to. It's like going to see a movie without having seen a trailer. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Well,
And
if you
they
go,
said,
if you
like,
go
not-
to like Scarecrow first, you'll probably see some trailers there. So like,
Oh my
that
god.
took a minute. I'm really sorry.
I just.
That was
hate all of it.
fabulous.
I quit.
Please kill me.
Yeah, you're good. I'm really excited because they said Nosferatu ugly style vampires. So we got our super fun, awesome
Hell
vampire peeps, which we love, and now we're gonna get nasty.
Perfect.
You can't just say because they're Nosferatu, they're nasty. They're just beautiful, bald, long teeth, no hair man.
Yeah.
And girl.
Like when Sasha Velour does her Gollum number.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a whole
That could
house
be
of
the
that.
entire house, and I would be happy with that.
Honestly, yeah, I could just go through an entire house of people dressed like Sasha Velour, and I'd be like, House of the Year.
Me too. With
Is this a
Roxy
drag
Andrews' verse
podcast
of
or
Read You
a
Wrote You
podcast?
playing.
Oh my god, no!
Because that's the true terror.
Wait, what's the true terror?
Good point. The
Roxy's
Roxy
verse.
Andrews verse of Read
Oh.
You Wrote You.
I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear I suck at rapping.
So terrible. Okay, not that we need to talk about that. So, hive thoughts. Any others?
Yes.
I
That's
like the idea that they're like a hive mind. Obviously, that's the name that they're going for, or that it's like a hive of vampires, like that they all live together. I don't know. I just like the idea of
Oh, they're
like
friends.
vampires sharing a space. And
What we do in
having
the shadows?
Yes!
such a good movie.
I just watched that movie the other day. I was just feeling it. I think they said, I think the description of this house, I wrote this down, it's like an old dude's house that has been abandoned. I think this is in Cary, Ohio as well. This is our Cary house.
Yes,
Yes.
Carrie.
They posted the actual like address online on the website. It's
Yeah.
Nice.
Was there anything that took place in Carrie last year?
No.
They referenced it with Chance, right?
Yeah, because it was in Shady Brook, and Shady Brook's
That's right.
Scary.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
feel
I'm
like
happy
there was
to be able
something
to
else, but
overt
I'm not
reference
thinking of what
back.
it was. Technically, Krampus could have taken place in Cary because it takes place in an unspecified small town in Ohio.
Good
True.
point.
Damn, you're right.
I
Can
have
we
the
like
whole
retcon that?
right here in front of me. All Night Die-In double feature was the last time Cary, Ohio was featured.
Yeah. As like a place we went to because Lunatic's Playground referenced Cary, but it was technically, I guess, in Chance's head or whatever, or the asylum.
Yeah,
too.
good point.
Or whatever.
You know, just your average stuff.
Head
We'll say
or
it was-
Ohio. What's the difference?
All right, so I don't really want to go through all houses, so give me your top 3, you guys.
Top 3 most anticipated?
All right, Mel's you go first.
Okay, well, I have absolutely no shame in my extreme bias. My number 1 is American Horror Story.
That's fair.
Listen, I will be living there for 2 months, okay? It is the one that I'm the most excited to see, and it is the one that I will be seeing in 4 days. So,
It's your actual home, not just your house.
yeah, like literally, it's my home. Like, I will be moving in there. I'll take all my furniture. Pearl will have a little cage in my attic. It'll be great.
Perfect.
Cage.
So American Horror Story, I have to be there a lot, so I'm most anticipating that. My number 2 is The Shining. While AHS may be my most anticipated of the year, The Shining is my most anticipated house of all time. There is literally nothing I have ever wanted to see in reality more than a haunted house based on The Shining with a massive budget, and that's exactly what we're getting. It is going to literally change my life. Even if it's not that good, it is a physical embodiment of something that takes up like 30% of my brain. So, pretty hype. My number 3 is The Fallen. It's my most anticipated original. If it were not for those 2 IPs that I'm so specifically attached to, it would be my number 1. I think it's going to be the most beautiful house of the year and the most beautiful house I've ever seen.
Holla.
All right.
So there we go.
Darcy?
Yeah.
All right, so Dead Waters because voodoo everything. Fallen because it's the closest thing I'm going to get to a gothic house at this point, and
think it's gonna
gothic
be
is one of
better
the 2 houses I wish I could have gone through in the past. The other one being HR Blood and Guts. And then I'm gonna have to say a tie between American Horror Story and Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Blumhouse because of Sinister, and American Horror Story because I finally started watching the show and I actually know what the hell is going on.
Have you watched
Although
Asylum yet?
I'm halfway through Asylum. I
What do
don't
you think
like
of it?
it.
I'm rewatching it.
I don't like it much. It's confusing and I have no clue what the fuck is going on.
I didn't like Asylum until I watched it a second time, so keep with it.
All right.
I think you're really gonna enjoy Coven.
Coven's the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Kevin's a good one.
I love it.
I was
I
in
really
the
hope
Coven house and it
Coven
was
makes it into the
gorgeous.
house.
Connie, I think
did
you're
you
up.
get
I
all
think-
3?
Yeah.
Am I up?
Darcy just better
Okay.
Yes.
than us too, so.
Okay. All right. So you don't get to tie the second 2 and then also get a third one? Dang.
Yeah.
All right. I guess number 1 is going to be, I think I'm going to go with Scarecrow. Something about Midwestern scary things like my mind likes that. My mind is like, ah, yes. Like crunchy beneath my feet, scary in my hair. Second is probably gonna be American Horror Story.
Yay!
I'm gonna be going through that one a lot
Obviously.
because my mom is coming with me this year and she is super hype.
I would also love to know your
She
mom's
really-
most anticipated, Connie.
Hers would probably be The Shining first, and then American Horror Story, and then hers would probably be Hive for third. That's also mine for third. So maybe we're just the same person. Who knows?
Pretty much.
So yeah, Hive. I want 80s music really bad.
Yeah.
I want more of it in my head.
I loved it in Run, but we need more. There wasn't enough in Run.
Do you think they'll have Africa by Toto?
Oh my god, yes!
Everybody has been making that joke. Oh my god, I just did a different Horror Nights podcast a couple days ago and we made that exact same joke.
Oh dang, really?
Yeah.
I was serious though. I want to listen to it.
Yeah,
Me too.
Travis
I
said
would
that the other
not
day. Travis
mind that
Coaster.
at all.
Shout out to Travis Coaster. He was like, yeah, I need to tweet Mike Aiello and ask him if Africa by Toto is going to be in the house.
I need Africa and any Whitney Houston song. And
They also have the perfect opportunity to rickroll us as Never Gonna Give You Up is an
Yes.
80s song.
Yes, and the Smiths.
Oh, yes, the Smiths.
Yes. Shelley?
Me? Oh gosh. Okay.
yeah,
Well, I don't really have any interest in any IP this year. Ash versus Evil Dead, maybe, but it also doesn't come up like even close to the hype I have for the originals. So I think Fallen is probably my number one, just because demons, Satan, amazing. It looks great.
Yeah.
Me. Deadwater's probably my second, because that exterior of that house and inside the lighting, and I'm a sucker for like green lighting, so that is just, yeah.
Oh, if you
And
like green
alligator.
lighting, I have my living room's green light on right now. You should come over.
Sweet.
Also alligators, I love me some
I was
gators.
about to say, I hope you're a sucker for alligators, too.
Yeah. Crocodiles are better. Gators are like the dumb cousin of the crocodile.
Oh, come on. We're in Florida.
And then 3 is probably Hive, just because vampires.
yeah, of course.
Shelby and vampires? It's more
I
likely
know.
than you think.
All right, so my top 3. My number 1's definitely Dead Waters. I have been waiting for this to come back for such a long time. The Voodoo Zone is kind of like my favorite thing for my first year of HHN, so like that was what really drew me in that way. So that's definitely my top of the list. Number 2, I'm gonna go with. Oh, this is so hard. This is like such a stacked year. I'm gonna go
really
with
good
Fallen. Said angsty religious person, very into that. Gonna live some cathedral dreams. Just kidding, can't go this year. Terrible. And my number 3 is actually AHS because I have been waiting for Coven to come since last year, and it's my favorite season, and it's so glamorous and fun, but still kind of campy, fun, spooky. So yeah, that's my top 3.
All right.
So now let's move on
I have
to
a
our
quick
scares
question.
real fast.
Who is it? Like, what characters are you the most excited to see in the Coven section of the house?
Well, definitely Lala Reed. I'm not even just saying that.
Well, all right then.
But I also
You're
really want to see Marie Laveau. I think she's fabulous, and more voodoo is always good.
Okay.
And
Don't
what
wait
else?
on bated breath. Just saying.
Okay. And I'd love to see the chainsaw scene if possible, where the tiny one kills all the zombies.
Zoe. Okay. Again, I would not hold your breath, but these are beautiful hopes.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was gonna say those 2 are. I know they are like the most like iconic moments from the show, but they were two of my faves. So, or the fertility ceremony that never happens with Sarah Paulson's character is super spooky too.
That scene's hot. I want to be in that scene.
That would be so great. Yeah.
The scene where
Let's kill some
get
goats.
messed up with the snake.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
wish I was that
let's move on to scare zones real fast.
Ooh,
And friends, I'm happy to report that it is Not a dream anymore. It's just for real.
Just for real.
Trick-or-treat is coming.
Oh, I am so happy.
You don't know
I
how
have
long
never
I
been happier.
to make that joke.
I found out what day Nikita is going to Horror Nights, and I am just going to lose my shit if I actually find him.
I'm gonna lose my shit if he's actually there, but he's lying to us.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be there.
I don't know. Okay, so Trick or Treat. This is one of my very favorite Halloween movies, and I think it's gonna be fabulous. This is Scare Zone.
Oh wait, hold up. I have to retcon something real quick.
Okay.
My mother just texted me and she said her number 1 is AHS, her number 2 is Shining, and her number 3 is Dead Waters.
Thank you,
I
Robin.
messed up.
All right.
Yes, good list.
Connie's mother is a very important contributor to the show because she contributed Connie.
That's true. Okay,
I'm gonna die.
back to Trick or Treat.
Yes,
already
hatched.
have
I
a
was
new-
hatched.
We have a new like icon of the event with the sourpuss pumpkin.
Oh, you guys are welcome for that.
Yeah.
Have you guys chosen your pumpkin spirit animal yet? Your spirit
Yes.
pumpkin?
There's
There's a
one.
Harry Potter pumpkin in there.
Nice. There's this.
Is there?
Cool.
Yes, there's a pumpkin up in one of the trees that has a lightning scar.
Nice.
That's really cool. That's
So
the closest we're ever
don't
gonna
tell
get to
J.K. Rowling.
J.K.
She'll get mad.
Get out of here.
Okay, any thoughts on Trick or Treat, you guys?
Even
Gonna
just
be
walking through there in broad daylight with nothing going on, it is absolutely stunning and absolute perfection in every way, shape, and form.
So beautiful.
It's gonna
It's
be
just
in the picture zone. A lot of photographers are probably gonna spend a lot of time there.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I really am excited to see the principal and how amazing he is going to look in his role and his performance as such.
If he's like the vampire looking dude, or if
He
he's
is
actually
look like
bloody. Okay.
This is something I actually had in mind, both because I love Trick or Treat the movie, but we talked about this on one of our earlier episodes. There wasn't a lot of like traditional Halloween feel to last year's event, and this will definitely bring that.
Last year sorely lacked that.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for all the orange and the leaves and the pumpkins, and I just think
Yeah.
Sam's a cutie patootie, so
He
Sam is cute.
He is.
Like everything about that movie is just cute. I love it.
even
Yeah.
the murder.
The only
Even,
part of that
especially
movie,
the murder. That's the best.
the only part of that movie that I don't like is the kid vomiting blood everywhere. No.
Girl, same. Vomit is my worst fear. I am
Well,
like,
never mind.
Yeah. I would not have been able to do Exorcist last year at all.
I barely made it through Exorcist. Vomit is the only thing that does me in.
Yeah, me
You
too.
guys see the pictures
Awful.
today? There are new bodies in that zone, and
Yep.
there's one sitting on his stoop.
Oh.
There's one what?
Yeah. So apparently, I think it's the dead kid, the big, candy kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it could be an animatronic of him vomiting.
Oh God! Don't say that.
Don't tell me that, Mel. Why you put that in the universe?
Oh.
Vomited for a second.
By the way, just a note for any noobs who might be listening to this, they're going to start covering up all the gore for Rock the Universe, so.
They already have. There's a couple bodies in the car in Invasion that are covered up as well.
Is that this weekend? Rock the
I
Universe, or is it next?
I think it's next weekend.
Is it
Late.
next weekend? You know what's exciting though? As soon as the Rock the Universe emblem goes up in the arch, like the night that Rock the Universe ends, they take that down and they put up the HHN emblem.
Yes!
Woo!
So my body is ready.
I'm gonna go.
True.
I'm gonna cry.
I will probably cry soon. Okay, so Trick or Treat. It's going to be fabulous. So excited all around.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna. There's going to be 20 different characters from the movie represented, individual characters from the movie, like
Oh boy.
specifically created and cast to look just like them.
All right, I'm
Um,
gonna stop you
oh,
right there for a second. Rock the Universe is September 8th and 9th.
So
Okay.
next weekend.
Okay. So yeah, that is next weekend. Perfect.
So September 10th, we all make the pilgrimage to the front entrance of Universal Studios.
Cry.
I know I say this ironically, like every time something HHN
Wait,
happens.
everything
Please
should
put my
go
face on a
September
stick and
10th,
take
because
me.
that's our September 10th is the executive review for AHS.
Mm,
Oh,
nice.
So
10?
that means we all get to finally be in costume, in makeup, in wigs, in character, in the house, scaring the people who make HHN happen.
Yes!
There's nothing better. I'm very pumped.
I mean, yeah, there is, but it's still pretty good. Clearly, you've never done black tar heroin.
Okay, first of all, we both know that I've done that. Anyways, no.
Okay. Before we say anything else incriminating, let's move on.
Yeah.
So I think next let's get the other IP out of the way. Let's talk about Purge.
Technically, there's another IP after this.
I'm so excited about Purge. I literally don't care what anybody says. Purge has Gerardo in it. Gerardo is bae.
God, yes.
Yeah,
I have too many friends in Purge to not be excited.
He's not going to be dressed quite the way we all anticipated.
Sad.
Are you telling me?
Later. What?
Are there going to be swings? Because of that part in the first movie where there's through the security camera, they can see some of the girls in white swinging with like machetes. But I want swing.
I think that would be very dangerous.
It's gonna be pretty much a carbon copy of 2014.
I was not there then. I don't know what was there then.
Plus even more stuff and even more like aesthetic costumes because we get like the candy girls and the Christmas tree light cars.
Are we getting the neon stuff from election year? Like kind of those vibes.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I would love
what
to
stuff
see
from election year. Repeat, please.
Like the neon kind of vibe. Like they had more
like the Statue of Liberty mask. That's all I want to see. I don't care about anything else.
It's going to be based more on election year than anything else.
Good.
Oh, good.
Good.
I'm so prepped. I'm preparing currently.
So, yeah, I think Purge works perfectly in New York. The talent in that zone this year is incredible. We have many friends there who are just fabulous people, both personally and in their HHN roles, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If my
as a side note
is not in that zone, I'm going to be so sad.
We're getting a Purge Queen sash for Gerardo.
I actually am making a Purge Queen sash for Gerardo. That's something I'm capable of doing, and I'm going to do it.
I'm going to cry.
Granted, Gerardo might be a little bit more militarized than we expected.
Just put a hoodie on
Purge Queen.
He's still the Purge Queen.
He's Purge
one and
Queen
only
in my
Purge
heart.
Queen, young sweet, only 17.
Down for murdering.
Down for murdering.
Oh
yeah. So after Purge, can we please talk about the one scare zone that nobody wants and that makes me want to kill myself?
Altars of Horror.
Altars of Horror? Yeah, that's actually
I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about Deadliest.
Hold on. I would like to bring up one thing about Altars of Horror real quick. Grady twins. Yeah. That's all I know about the scare zone. That is it.
Yeah, none of us are excited about altars, so.
Nope.
Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
No.
Somebody likes altars. We just lost 2 viewers.
I'm just gonna.
A lot of like the normal,
like first before I make any hard decisions.
A lot of like the normal people and the photographer people are excited about it. I've talked to a few of them because they're like, oh, I don't get to see, or I don't get to take pictures of these people in the houses. That's the only reason they are excited.
Deal with it.
I know.
That's part of it. Like the whole, it's in a house and it's special, and it's special because you don't see it other places. It stops being special when you just shove it everywhere.
Agreed.
I can get behind that.
What's even the point of going through the houses if now all the same shit is on the streets at the same time?
Yep.
Granted, it's not going to be all the same shit. I know that. Nobody needs to tell me that again. But just the premise. I mean, someday we're going to have, already we have Purge in the streets and in a house. Someday we're just going to have an event where all the streets and the houses are literally the same. So that the
Horror Nights 23
the same experience.
They've opened that door. They have put that concept out in the universe, and now we can't put it back in.
I want them to take it back. Put that thing back where it came from, or so.
Now, if they have a, stilt walker demon out rocking around, I'll be okay with it. Or a stilt walker, like Scarecrow from Scarecrow. I mean,
you just want a stilt.
That would be great.
That'd be stuff that I'd be cool with.
I want a stilt walker.
I mean, we always love those stilt
in
walkers,
my house.
But
Yeah, of course.
They're tall.
In my house, wink, wink.
They're tall. We're attracted to them.
Honestly, when is it not the right time for a stilt walker?
I feel like
could you imagine? I'm literally just my wedding. I'm going to have stilt walkers.
I was literally about to say I want stilt walkers at my funeral.
I feel like my wedding, I'm just going to end up recreating I Write Sins, Not Tragedy.
That will end badly, let me tell you.
Perfect.
Does that mean
Congrats on your early divorce, Darcy. Okay, let's move on to.
Wait, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so this has been bothering me. Fallen, the house,
Yes.
is it gonna be behind Fallon, the
Yes.
ride?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hate that. And I've been debating how to ask that for like days.
Fallon the ride, as in Fallon is anything else.
I mean, the guy, there's a man as well.
The legend, Jimmy.
So, he's the legend.
It's basically, if you guys
Okay.
remember like the Twister queue, it's kind of like that. Because
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have been through the Jimmy Fallon standby queue. It's almost exactly the same as what Twister had.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Festival.
So yes.
Okay. Festival
Of
of
the
the
Daddies.
Dadliest.
It's the Dream
Yeah.
Daddy scares.
Why do we
Oh,
do
dear.
The
this?
cult's ending. There you go.
Okay, this scare zone is gonna be lit, literally by fire.
Festival of the Daddiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a few guys who have some impressive abs in this zone, so
Oh
Agreed.
boy.
I know multiple incredibly
Excited.
beautiful women who are in this zone as blood-boned dancers.
Oh boy.
Will they
One
be
of
on
them
stilts?
has
These
been-
hot men with abs.
here's
Are they tall?
he is a trained
One of
still
them is
walker,
tall.
so we'll see.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. This is probably as close as we're gonna get to anything icon-esque this year. So I'm really curious how it pans out. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, same.
Can we call them Bone Daddies?
Yes.
There is going to be a character in that zone named Bones.
What?
That's not even a joke. Like the main
Oh,
character-
like
boy.
Real?
Dr. Temperance Brennan?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Like Dr. Temperance Brennan from the hit TV show Bones?
Tommy, did you just reference Bones, the show?
Yes, I did.
You are
It's
hereby
based on a
kicked
book
off the
series by
podcast.
Kathy
You are
Reichs.
welcome
Oh
back.
boy.
Oh no! Am I being replaced? Dang.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this is also one we don't know a whole lot about, but it looks awesome. I have been reading this rumor and I get this kind of vibe from it. There's like this kind of theory out there that it's gonna kind of like snake through the park in a weird way. Like it says like everything leads here, like all roads lead to festival. Because it's kind of the theme. I don't know if they mean like logistically, if there's gonna be like a skeleton everywhere. Like I don't know. But I've read that it's kind of what they're attempting to use to tie it all together.
Yeah. Have you guys
I
seen
will
Soul
talk to you
Collectors?
guys after the podcast.
Okay.
All right.
Did you guys see the Soul Collectors exclusive concept art from the zone?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks so sick.
It looks along like the same lines as Fallen.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
connected.
I
That's
mean,
true.
Still
makes
connected
sense
story-wise,
considering
so
they advertised the Fallen as somehow connected to Festival of the Deadliest.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are,
Sorry.
yeah,
I've been
stories-
in college.
The reason that the demons are rising up to, fuck up humanity and the angels is because of the festival. Like the festival has brought on the demons.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's also it's also loosely tied to Scarecrow that the festival is like part of what has angered Mother Earth and sent these evil scarecrows to punish humanity.
Oh, so the scarecrows are anti-heroes.
I think
Yeah,
they're
sorry. I just want a sexy anti-hero in my life. So cool.
Well, I'm right here.
That's
What do you ever think of that?
All right. Festival of
No.
the Deadliest. Cardigans for everybody. Awesome. So that leaves. Well, I do have our hordes down to talk about, but let's talk
We
about.
have Invasion.
Yeah, we have Invasion.
God, I'm excited for Invasion.
My
I'm gonna
body
be the
is
one
ready.
nerd walking around quoting Orson Welles. Just like
Yes.
worlds.
I have that on cassette tape and I listen to it every Halloween. The War of the
Oh,
Worlds.
cool.
Orson Welles did. Yeah, it's really great. Yes, this is scenically gonna be amazing. It's where Dead Man's Wharf was last year, which is
Fishdudes?
also one of my favorites. Because we all know how I feel about Fishdudes. And
Yes, we do. You
I
keep
did that.
talking to us about Shape of Water. Is there something you'd like to tell us?
I don't want to fuck the fish man. I just think he's cute.
Okay.
You and my friend.
Well, you don't have to call
Alrighty
yourself
then.
out like that.
I'm sorry. Okay. This is where that was last year, and I'm sorry, Darcy. I just saw your highlight tweets. They're coming up on my phone.
You're
And he
welcome.
said, that crashed UFO looks sickening. It looks so good.
One of my friends. Okay, I'm gonna say this. One of my friends who worked on Vamp 55, working on this zone as well.
Yes.
Very exciting.
It is also based in 1955.
Good.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Different town?
I'd certainly hope so.
San Francisco. So it's in the same state.
So it looks like the aliens from Scary Movie. So, bad at
The
geography.
aliens, they're
I
gonna be
messed up.
something, all right. I have a friend who's in that zone, and I've heard some interesting things.
Yeah, I've likewise that you've told me and other people have kind of put out there. You can't just say these
No, seriously, is it going to be like the aliens in Scary Movie 3 where they pee out of their fingers? Because I would pay to see that.
No.
3.
water effects.
Good movie.
Honest to God, in my notes, my aside on Invasion is anal probes, 3 question marks.
You can't just ask people that on the first date.
Just wait till the end of the event, then ask. Make some friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a great zone. I'm so excited about it.
Me too. The spaceship looks incredible. Just seeing it again in the daylight, and like it looked great. And then they added the car and the light post with the wires. Like it just looks so good. It's gonna look amazing with the fog billowing out of it. It's just gonna look good.
Here
Yeah,
again,
cool.
here's me being negative again though. That's just me. It falls under the same thing that Dead Man's Wharf fell under, is the lack of space.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be negative. It's all good. We need someone to clamp down on the excitement.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Do it.
We'll just
I
get-
mean, I'm like an unabashed fangirl for my own reasons, but we all are.
Yeah.
I'm just negative all the time. That's how I am.
You good. You good. All right. So one more thing before we do a ranking real quick. I did write down about our hordes this year, which are clown saws again, but apparently, according to our press release, they're going to be decrepit and uglier looking. Like they're going to be less pristine clowns.
Sweet.
Awesome.
I think it could be a fun concept, and I'm glad, as much as I loved having the variety in chainsaws last year, I think this is going to be good because we'll have a shit ton of them.
Good.
Yeah.
Always.
You can never have too many clown saws.
They're classic.
Are you sure about that, Connie? Are you sure?
I mean,
Connie, have you ever been to a home haunt?
have I ever been to a what now? Who now?
A home haunt where they're all
good
clown
point.
saws?
Clowns have never scared me. I think they're just friendly guys. They're just friendly guys. Sometimes they're Tim Curry. It all works out in the end.
If you guys ever listen to the podcast, Neozaz Catacombs of
Of course I
HHN,
do.
We love them.
yes. Quint is a fucking afraid of clowns, and he's always
He's
like,
petrified of
fucking
clowns, and it's really funny.
they're the nicest people. Shameless plug. Go listen to them.
We plug them like every episode. We love them too. They're so great.
Yeah, that's my favorite HHN podcast. And yes, I am throwing shade.
Oh,
There's
Actually,
Wait, we're an HHN podcast though. Why aren't we your
I'm
favorite?
throwing shade at us too. But like,
have you heard us? We're unprofessional as hell.
huh?
Melody recorded once in a Wendy's drive-thru. We're the least professional you can get.
Listen here, goddammit. Professionalism does not equal entertainment value or factual accuracy.
Thank you.
Okay, just because I went on mute to order a 4 for $4 with a junior cheeseburger and a lemonade to drink does not
You're truly an
I
icon.
do not know what I'm talking about when I talk about Halloween Horror Nights. I'm allowed to talk about it in the Wendy's drive-thru.
That's
I'm really proud you stuck up for yourself just now. That meant a lot to me, and I'm sure lots of viewers listening in. Or listeners viewing in.
Our 3
viewing
viewers
it.
are very,
This is
very
just
inspired.
gone too far.
All right. So what's our ranking on scare zones? There's not a lot, so if you have them all ranked, but if you don't, what's your top 3? And we'll start in the same order we did last time with Mel.
Okay, Jesus, this is really difficult. I have a solid, flat-out, even head-to-head tie between Invasion and Trick or Treat. There is literally no way for me to choose. Invasion conceptually appeals to me more. Trick or Treat has multiple bays in it. Very excited to see it, and also I just love Trick or Treat. There's just people I want to see. Favorite. Kelly's number 1 is Trick or Treat. Her number 2 is also Trick or Treat. Her number 3 would probably be Trick or Treat. So no. So my number 1 is just tied between those two. After that is Deadliest, and then Purge, and then that's it. That's all the scare zones.
Yep, that's it.
That's true. I'm not even going to fight with a ranking because I'm not going to waste much time there. I say that, and then my Instagram is literally going to be flooded with me taking pictures with these people, but like, whatever, don't judge.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm judging.
We'll all end up there eventually.
We literally have to go in.
Except for you, Randy.
I could get a way around it, I bet. If you walk, let's see, if you take an immediate right and you walk...
I mean, theoretically, you could just go through Festival of the Deadliest.
Exactly. You can just wrap your way around. The only thing, you'd kind of have to, like, touch the edge of altars to get into AHS, but that's it.
Which is important.
But, I mean, you can, like, avoid all of it to get to Horror Story.
Hell yeah. All right. I had this down, I guess. I already put it on Twitter. My ranking is Invasion, Festival, Trick or Treat, Purge, Hordes, Altars of Horror.
Like how the roaming basic-ass clown saws rank higher than an actual scare zone.
I don't even like clowns, and I'm more excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
See, I don't love clowns, but I thought the clown saws last time, I loved their energy and their interactions.
Yeah,
Yes.
So they were killing
Can't
it.
agree on that.
So
The actor
There's
that
one person that I know personally who pretty much ruined my opinion of the clown saws, but I'll try to get over that to enjoy them this year.
All right.
okay. Connie, you're up.
Those
They're a big older gentleman who thought it would be appropriate to steal my undergarments during Horror Nights last year.
Oh, never mind. Kill
He
him.
got fired this year. He was originally cast in Purge, but fuck you, Jared.
My list is, I think, Trick or Treat, and then it changed drastically after I watched the Purge movies in the last 24 hours.
yes.
All right.
And then,
Interesting.
yeah, just those guys. And I just literally watched Election Year like less than an hour ago, and like the Russians wearing this Uncle Sam. Like, what's happening? I need their faces.
They were German.
Oh, my subtitle said speaks in Russian.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, they're German.
They're German.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My subtitles. Damn you,
I'm sorry,
Hulu.
like
Damn you.
We're not. They say they're German in the air. And then also, like, casting.
No, they say
I know
that-
several people who are playing
okay.
said German children.
The people in the airport were speaking in Afrikaans. Said my subtitles. Anyways, the Trick or Treat, Purge, and then Afrikaans, like they're from, like, you know, like Die Antwoord, those people.
Yes.
Okay, and then probably Festival. I like the idea of Invasion, but I just Bones. Bones are so exciting.
Okay. Shelby, what's your
I like
top?
the idea of Invasion, but bones are so exciting.
All right. You guys probably know this already. My top 3. My number 1 is Purge. Just because I loved the zone in 2014, but I wasn't able to like really appreciate it in 2014. Now I'm super excited to actually like be there and interact with the actors. Plus, I love those movies a lot. My number 2 is Invasion because it looks amazing, and I know the guy is a good friend, and I know he can do well with that zone.
Yes.
Very creative guy. Also know a couple actors and a coordinator in that zone, so it's going to be like my home for probably all of Horror Nights. And it just looks great. I don't know if you guys noticed in the zone on the truck, it says 08.
Yes.
Supposedly, I'm not saying it is, a nod to the Creature's house in 2008.
That's cool.
And then my third is Trick or Treat.
So
like it's hard to decide between Trick or Treat and Deadliest, but I think Trick or Treat has. I've been able to see what Trick or Treat looks like. I haven't really been able to see what Deadliest looks like. So
Yeah.
Because they haven't put anything out yet.
it'll probably be floats like they did last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trick or Treat. Until I see something from Deadliest, it's Trick or Treat for my number 3.
That's fair. All right, my number 1. I mean, it's one of my favorite movies, and I love all the memeing. It's easily my most hyped, so Trick or Treat's my number 1. Which is crazy because I think we have a lot of really strong original content for the Scare Zones this year. My number 2, I'm gonna say Invasion, because I absolutely love sci-fi 50s, aliens and stuff. I grew up on that. That's something that's very much in my wheelhouse that I love. I'm really excited. And number 3, I'm gonna tie Purge and Festival. Like you said, we haven't seen Festival yet, so I don't know if it's gonna be, anything like I imagine. If it's not
3:00, dude. How have you not seen it yet?
What?
Festival of Fantasy runs every day at like 3:00.
I need you to leave. You have to excuse yourself now. Goodbye.
Yeah, you mentioned the park down the street, so leave. Just kidding. We talk about Disney like all the time.
Sorry,
but
the far more financially successful of the two.
Let's see. And I love Purge a lot. I'm really excited for Purge.
Can I just update? Can I do a Nikita update real quick? This is live now.
Oh boy.
So someone on the HHN Facebook group was posting about how Sam has been removed for Rock the Universe. Someone else said someone probably got offended, that's why he's gone. And Nikita responded, not necessarily. Sam will come back. Now, of course, it's stupid to think that they removed Sam because someone was offended. That's dumb. This guy who said that is silly. And someone else said he'll come back once Rock the Universe is over. Nikita said, what does RTU mean? And then the guy said Rock the Universe. Nikita said, I love Rock the Universe. That is about faith and Christianity and believe in God.
Oh, he's been talking about that on Twitter for a few days now. It makes me laugh so much.
Wait, believe?
What's the one?
Like a Christian too, on top of everything else.
Hold on, there was a tweet he put out the other day that made me laugh so much.
Does he think like RTU is about like blood and guts or something?
I was surprised he didn't say he's coming back with blood and guts.
I wouldn't be surprised if he thought that. I really would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either. Yeah, it's probably,
I found it.
Probably they got rid of Sam and they're gonna replace blood and guts statues as like a bait and switch.
Oh my god, what if they did though? What if they did? What if he's just been pressured this entire time?
I would literally just collapse in the middle of Universal Studios and start having an aneurysm.
I would steal credit cards and get down there to see that. I would literally bankrupt my family.
To see a bait and switch blood and guts scare zone.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well that kind of wraps up everything we had to talk about. Does anyone want to throw anything else out there?
We haven't ripped on John Murdy this podcast.
Yes, we have. We talked about Happy Death Day and how it's going to be bad.
Good point.
I'm really excited for the movie Happy Death Day.
Going away, and I'm sad, but also this shit happens.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Bill and Ted. We forgot Bill and Ted.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Bill and Ted.
I'm neutral on Bill and Ted. I don't care. I don't like the show that much. I love Bill and Ted as an IP, but the show's never really done anything for me.
I love the show, but I love Ted from last year, and the fact that he's not coming back again. Like the fact that they're not giving him.
Same.
Yeah, but Jason is coming back, and
I'm excited for Jason to come back, but I'm also sad about Jonathan.
Yeah.
I don't know Jason. I know Jonathan, so it's different for me. Like I'm hyper biased, and I don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm really sad to see him not get another shot. And to see that, I mean, his only year, everybody pretty much trashed him for literally no reason, despite the fact that he did an absolutely fine job.
Because he wasn't Jason, that's the only reason they trashed him.
Yeah.
And I hate the Bill and Ted fan base with such a fiery passion that I just love watching them suffer.
You know what? You're right, though.
I don't want to say I hate anybody. I don't want to be like a person that hates on a fandom or any. Like I know I've this is a tangent. I know I've dealt with like harassment in the Horror Nights fandom, and I know that people have hated on me. But very few. But I love the Horror Nights fandom, and I love the Bill and Ted fandom, and these people do nothing but support each other and myself, and I don't want to hate on anybody. And if people are listening, I don't hate you. I love everybody. Hashtag love.
Well, that's
Very
beautiful.
nice.
I
I'm
think a lot
afraid-
of the Bill and Ted people are really pushy and creepy, and I just like watching them not get what they want. These people cause real issues for these actors. They follow them to other gigs. They bother them. They take up their friends and family seats during every single Bill and Ted show. It is problematic.
Okay. I didn't know that happened.
That's a
Yeah,
real
there's
thing.
some crazy Bill and
Okay, so here's the thing. Universal actors tend to be incredibly nice people. They are very welcoming to their fans. They love interacting with people who care about them. And a lot of times they don't really get credit for what they do. So they appreciate these people. And these people take advantage of that appreciation, and they force their way into the friends and family seating. It happens every year. It is dominated by the fan base. They are stalkers. I don't like them. Not the whole fan base, obviously.
Which
I feel
is,
like
yeah,
it's
isn't to
obvious
say
I'm not
that
talking about
everyone.
that. But there is a subsect of the Bill and Ted people, the ones who see it multiple times every single night. They are a problem for the actors. And like, I don't feel bad to watch them suffer losing this thing that they love, because they love it for the wrong reasons. They love it because they want to bone the sexy dancers, not because they have any appreciation for the performance going on.
Okay. I can see that.
So when I say I hate the Bill and Ted fan base, that's what I'm talking about. I don't mean the people who just love the show. I love the show. The moment I decided I wanted to pursue entertainment, I said I want to be in Bill and Ted. That is a life goal of mine. But just the people who follow around there, the people who see it so much. I mean, the people who see Bill and Ted 80, 90, 100 times over the course of the run, they have a problem.
Okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we absolutely do not try and rag on normal, sane people who love Bill and Ted or anything like that.
No.
We just have run into a lot of problems with people who are weird about it.
I make fun of Melody a lot. Does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
I can say
Oh, no.
from experience with Fam 55, there were a couple of girls who took it to the next level.
Mhm.
And I never knew them personally, but I heard stories from the actors that it really creeped them out and really made them feel uncomfortable, and I felt bad for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we can safely, have this as part of our show because we are getting closer to the season. Y'all don't be assholes to your scare actors or anybody ever.
And being an asshole is not just punching them in the face. It's also unwarranted interactions. It's things like reaching out to touch somebody just because you want to touch a piece of their costume. Okay? It's always okay to ask for these things. The worst that's going to happen is they're going to say no. It is something, I mean, something that you think might be a witty comment, just think about it first, because these things can mean something to these people, okay? There comes a point when just being told over and over again that you're ugly, I mean, that starts to hurt at a point, especially when you're not even wearing a mask. So just think about the things you're going to say before you say them. Just say it.
Absolutely. And, don't punch people.
Yeah, Kelly just spoke up. She got that too. Kelly played Reagan. I played a bearded woman. Both of us all night long would get called fucking ugly. And I get it. Like, we are ugly. We're playing a bearded woman in Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a point when you need to remember that we are human beings under this stuff, and I don't appreciate hearing that all night long. It's one thing if, I don't know, maybe someone from Dead Man's Wharf, you called them ugly. They're in a mask. No part of their actual being that is showing. But, like, for me, there came a point when it started to hurt, because I'm like, this is just my face. Like, I have a beard on. Yeah, I have a beard on, but other than that, this is literally just my face.
Some people's
how ugly do you really think I am? Like, it's just,
Some people's defense to being scared, though, is to insult.
I don't think that's a reasonable excuse, honestly.
God,
What
my reaction to being scared is to compliment. I'm just like, you're pretty, and I'm
Not that everybody should be that way. I'm just saying
it doesn't matter how ugly they are. I just immediately go, "You're beautiful," and I love you.
I've literally gotten scared in a house before and like lost my mind, and I was like, "Thanks."
Same.
Be nice. Tip your characters.
Yeah. How?
I don't know.
Did you actually get money?
I wish.
He was like, "Oh my god, you're so scared." They just like handed you like a $5 bill. Like, you did a great job.
Gold.
God gave me his number. He was ugly though, so I didn't care.
Oh dang. Oh well. You can't call him that. It's just his face.
I mean, I'm not claiming to, like, I don't know. It's just I didn't like him. He was unattractive and he was kind of creepy, but it was funny that he gave me his number.
All right, I can take it.
Yeah.
All right. So that wraps up episode 4. It's been a fun time, and thanks to Shelby for joining us too. It's been really awesome. Come back anytime.
I'm gonna bring up something. Did you guys talk about Academy of Villains?
We did not.
No, we didn't. Let's give him a quick shout out. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I plan to end it at 7:30 my time, and it's still 7:18. So.
All right. Then.
Yeah, I'm excited for Academy Villains. I think they're great and add a fun atmosphere. I actually do really enjoy them. I know some people are purists about it and don't like them, but especially this year since there's no thing that could be replacing it like a chant show. I'm especially excited this year because they don't have any sort of thing to fight against.
Yeah.
What if they're the real icons?
I'd be down.
Honestly, they kind of are because their show the plot directly ties into Festival of the Deadliest.
That is a good point.
Yes, that's exciting.
Yeah, they said that during orientation, that the plot of Festival of the Deadliest is directly connected to the plot of Academy of Villains Afterlife. They're the same thing. They will probably interact with one another in some capacity.
Nice.
So
Should you be sharing that?
Never happened in Vamp last year.
I'm hyped to see how that really all plays out in the end. I think it's cool that Academy of Villains gets to be even more connected to the event. I mean, they really basically are. This Festival of the Deadliest is the theme, and they are very much part of that. So,
How much of that are you allowed to share?
Of what?
Of that.
What you just said.
Yeah.
Of the orientation? I mean,
Yeah.
what I just told you is, if I'm not mistaken, it's in the press release. But either way,
Actually, it kind of is.
Okay.
Yeah, the Academy of Villains.
they also said it in orientation. They were because I mean, during orientation, during the Scare Zone stuff, everything they were telling us was stuff we'd already heard. The only things they added were like they explained to us where some of the fire effects were going to be, just the hype of stuff. I don't think anything they said about the Scare Zones in orientation was meant to be kept secret because they didn't tell us to. Before the houses, they were like, "Don't talk about this," but that was before the originals were announced.
Okay. All right. I fear for you.
But at no point during that orientation did they say that we need to not talk about this stuff. So
All right.
especially during the
We
Scare Zone
only
stuff. I
say
mean,
what
like,
we're allowed. It's true. We try and stay on everybody's good side with that.
yeah, but like there's gonna be a fire in festival. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
All
have
right.
a few.
Oh no, you're good. I was just about to be. If you have something else to say, go ahead.
Yeah. I have a few personal problems involving Academy of Villains coming from a dance background, but other than that, I'm fine with them coming back.
My thing with them is that, so the current vein of HHN was described at one point by Mike Aiello as the world's largest Halloween party. That's why there's so much booze. That's why
that is a good point.
Music and dance music and stuff. And if that's
It's not that there is dancers,
I'm
it's
totally
that they're
fine with.
not exactly the best dancers.
No, they're not. But last year, literally nothing has ever gotten me as hype in my entire life as watching Academy of Villains last year. Their energy was lit. It was amazing. The music choices were so exciting. I loved it. Like I just think it's a good fit for what Horror Nights is right now.
Absolutely.
It's a bunch of drunk people who need something to do instead of wait in line. So they stand and watch a dance show. And when you're drunk and you are watching those people dance on stage, it's the best show on the planet.
I can't wait. I've never been drunk at Horror Nights, but I will this year.
You gotta go with me, obviously.
I mean, I'm gonna have basically 6 nights to attend Halloween Horror Nights. All of them, I will be inebriated in some capacity.
Good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I can't drink.
Me neither, Darcy.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
So young.
You could drink water.
I know. We're different. All right. So
Stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah. Drink lots of water. Your muscles tense up when you get scared. Eat a banana.
Eat a banana. Potassium.
Allergic to
Potassium, yeah.
Oh, do not eat bananas, Darcy.
Can we talk about my friend who plays a minion, who I was sitting and we were talking about her playing a minion, and she pulled a banana out of her purse, and she said, "I'm hungry, I need a snack." And she said, "I trust this one." And I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "A guest gave me this banana today while I was playing a minion." And I thought that was incredibly fun. No, I'm not even done. And I said, "Michelle, how often does that happen?" She reaches into her purse and pulls out 2 more bananas.
What?
It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. That was Michelle that you just met the other day. It was like, I was like, "How many bananas do you receive?" And she said, "You have no idea."
Oh my gosh.
No,
That's the job I need.
That's so cute.
I'm not really friends with any current entertainers at Universal. Is it I am friends with a minion or is it I am a minion? Does it matter? Because I know with Disney it was always
Universal doesn't care as much.
they don't care.
It's not anything like this. Disney is so much pickier. I hear people at Universal "Hey, come visit, Stuart the Minion today. He'd love to see you."
And then there's people that are like, "Hey, I'm in Superstar today as so and so."
Yeah.
Okay. because I know all my Disney friends are always like, oh, I'm friends with Russell today, or I'm friends with the rabbit.
Disney actually cares. Universal, they trust their actors enough to not just be idiots about it, and they can go do their thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of us, I know that me and everyone else in Horror Story last year, we would always do like, you know, come visit Ethel in Elsa's Cabinet of Curiosities, just because it's like a cute way to post it. But we don't do.
Yeah. All right. Well, that about does it for us. So with that, do we all have plugs or anything? I know Shelby has plugs.
I'm actually not going to plug myself this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have a few. One, I will be at Spooky Empire at the end of October. So there's my plug. I'll be selling, you know, my HHN icon print, which has been sold out online. I'll be selling booklets from last year's Halloween Horror Nights, where I grew and I made them all in the little booklets. I'm going to plug my friend Haunt Scene. He is actually a really, really nice guy who goes around to local haunts in Orlando, or in the Orlando area, instead of, you know, basic Horror Night stuff. He does a live stream every Tuesday starting next week, where he talks about local haunted houses like Shallow Grave and stuff, and he will live stream. He'll have contests where you can win free tickets to these haunted houses. Really nice guy. Again, you should check out these haunted houses like Shallow Grave and Ominous Descent.
Yeah.
Really good.
Especially Shallow Grave, since that's
last year. Yeah.
Really
last year.
Shallow Grave.
Yeah. And then another like Neozaz, Catacombs of HHN. They are really nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really drunk people, but I love them.
Drunk is better.
I am going to plug Scare Zone podcast because again, they've been really nice to me. And I've illustrated for Chris Ripley a couple of times. So I'm gonna plug those people.
And I want to piggyback on the local haunts thing. I personally will not be able to make it to HHN this year, but I am in the Nashville area and plan on hitting up some of the haunted houses around here. So I will let y'all know how that goes.
Awesome.
Please do.
I will also be at Hollow Scream this year. So
yeah, I'm going to go as well.
Yeah, we're gonna go some night as well.
All right, so
I live across from Busch Gardens. I can see Falcon's Fury from my balcony. If you need someplace to stay, anyone, I don't even know if you don't need to be the part of the podcast. Anyone in the world who's listening to this right now, if you need someplace to stay after Hollow Scream, come to my house. I have a couch. It's fine.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
If I wind up going,
All right. You.
all right, so has everyone said their piece tonight? Are we good?
Yep.
All right, thank you all
I
for
have
listening.
nothing
We'll
to
see
plug
you-
except say please visit American Horror Story.
Oh, yes.
Close enough. Yeah.
Kelly is also plugging for American Horror Story for the exact same reason that I am. Okay,
Okey-doke.
Coven, not
All right.
Real- fuck you. Coven!
Yeah. I don't have anything to say, but my cat is sitting next to me yelling at me to feed her. So let's just go with that.
That's fair. I'm coming to you live from Nashville for the first time ever, and it's been great here, and I'm really loving it so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye bye.